Charles Purcell presents.
Bones dry in patterns. Bones dry in patterns. The clack of hail bounces on the desert floor. Childhood rhymes flow through the primrose gardens. Nothing. Something. I grope under my seat for the fallen raisin, raising my eyes to the horizon where patterns thrust, church bells din. Flow is forever stopped like forgotten tracks. Tracks of wood and steel forged by the sun, son of my fathers, fathers of the Confederacy, lifted by cranes, deposited in crates, their bones dry in patterns.
That was good.
Yeah, I love my Kung Pao.
Spicy.
Yep.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm eating my cookie.
Yeah, but what about the fortune?
What about it?
You didn't read your fortune.
So?
So you didn't even look at it.
So?
So you just broke open your fortune cookie.
Yeah.
And threw aside the fortune without even a thought.
So?
So are you going to read it?
No.
You just threw away the most important part of the cookie.
I'm eating the most important part of the cookie.
It's a fortune cookie. The fortune comes first.
I'm sorry, I just don't care.
How can you not care?
I just don't.
But how is that even possible? I'll bet you're the only person in the entire world who eats a fortune cookie without at least looking at the fortune.
Don't tell me you believe in this stuff.
Well, of course I don't believe in it. But you just can't not look at it.
So you look at it.
It's not my fortune, it's your fortune.
I thought you said you don't believe in it.
I don't.
So what's the difference?
Well, it's just,
Here, calm down. Here. Here's your fortune cookie.
Thanks.
So what does your fortune say?
What?
Your fortune, what does it say?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
Well, what do you care?
I don't. I was just trying to be nice.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Tell me this.
Yeah, what?
Do you answer your phone when it rings?
Answer my phone?
Yeah, do you answer your phone?
Of course not. Do you?
Well, no. But I look at the ID to see who's calling.
You do?
Of course I do. You mean you don't even do that?
No.
I don't get you at all. Well, what about vending machines?
Vending machines?
Yeah, vending machines.
What about them?
Do you check the slot?
What slot?
The change slot.
The change slot?
After you buy your candy or whatever, you check. You put your hand in the little thing there to see if there's, if there's any change in there.
You do?
Everybody does.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, you're nuts.
No, you are.
Hey,
You're just...
Calm down, man.
Calm down. You calm down. Check for socks.
What?
Check for socks. Check for socks.
What are you talking about?
After you take your clothes out of the dryer, okay? You check the drum wall for socks.
No.
You are sick.
Sorry, man.
Look at your phone while you're on the toilet.
Excuse me?
Come on, you must look at your phone while you're on the toilet.
Never.
Well, aren't you special?
Wait, you take your phone in the bathroom with you?
Everybody does.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Man, if you're taking your phone into the bathroom, you need more fiber in your diet.
Count the steps when you go up and down stairs.
No.
Not even sometimes?
No.
Knock lightly on the window before you open your car door?
What?
Look under your bed at night before you go to sleep.
Hey, man, that's just weird.
Fold your floss before you throw it away.
Wait, what?
Fold your floss a few times before you throw it in the garbage.
Fold your floss?
Yeah.
How many times?
Like 4 or 5 times.
No.
You just throw it away in one big string?
Yeah.
Check your flush.
Check my flush?
Yeah, like after you take a big dump, you check to see if the flush worked.
You do that?
Everybody does.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. You don't check your flush?
Never.
Say the word burp when you burp.
You mean after you burp, you say the word burp?
No, not after you burp, while you're burping.
Wait, while you're burping, you say the word burp.
Of course.
I don't know what to say to you, man.
Say hello to people on the radio, right? You do that.
What's that now?
When someone introduces themselves on the radio or says hello or hi, you say hello or hi back to them.
You mean like when they say hello, I'm so-and-so when they start their show?
Yeah. Or on a commercial. Or when they give the news. They do it all the time. Like I'm David Gruber.
Yeah, one call, that's all.
Yeah, right. or this is NPR News. I'm Renee Montaigne.
You say hello.
Well, not just hello. I say, hi, David, or hello, Renee.
To yourself or out loud?
Out loud, of course.
Do you burp it or do you just say it?
Well, now you're just being ridiculous.
Nobody does that, man.
Everybody does that.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, man. Well, I gotta go.
Okay.
You going to tracks for the game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, man. I'll see you.
See ya.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Okay, then. See ya.
Stepping carefully by cliff's edge. Stepping carefully by cliff's edge, where unattended children push and dance. Dread and delight share the stage.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer and the boys will shout, the ladies, they will all turn out. And we'll all feel glad when Johnny comes marching home. The old church bell will peal with joy, hurrah, hurrah. To welcome home our darling boy, hurrah, hurrah. The village lads and lassies say, with roses they will strew the way. And we'll all feel glad when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for that jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. The laurel wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow. And we'll all feel glad when Johnny comes marching home. Let love and friendship on that day, hurrah, hurrah. Their choicest pleasures then display, hurrah, hurrah. Let each one perform some part to fill with joy the warrior's heart. And we'll all feel glad when Johnny comes marching home. When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies, they will all turn out. And we'll all feel glad when Johnny comes marching home. And we'll all feel glad when Johnny comes marching home.
$2.47. Aches and pains, stress and strains of ages call. Merrily, ladies go for coffee. The microwave smells like broccoli. Black ground sprinkled by golden remnants. King Gravity bleats his low command. Phones chirp. Windows glare. Knees buckle rising. 2:47.
Okay, everybody gather around now. Many years ago, right here in this neighborhood of River West, was an old house. And in its day, it was a beautiful house. Everybody admired it. And the old man who owned it, he took really good care of it. He was a friend to everyone. Old Jasper, they called him. Well, one day Jasper was out trimming his hedges in the front lawn. It was the last trim of the season, October. The sun was already setting pretty early in the evening. The leaves were already flying around the neighborhood. And old Jasper was doing one last little yard cleanup before the snows. No one knows what happened to Jasper that day. For some reason, the shears he was using to clip his hedges, the heavy, sharp shears, took on a mind of their own. People who witnessed the event said old Jasper seemed helpless. The shears would whack and whack and whack at the shrubbery, and then to the next shrub and the next and the trees, and they went wild, haphazardly chopping off little branches and limbs on poor innocent plants and trees, while Jasper helplessly clung to the handles trying to stop it. And then he was trying to let go, but he couldn't. People who tell the story tell how Jasper was crying out in anguish, "Help me! Help me! Stop this madness!" But the shears continued until they literally lifted Jasper right off of his feet. As the shears continued to clap, 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 chopping off branches of trees, Jasper continued to cry in anguish. His neighbors watched helplessly. They tried themselves to reach him, to help him, but when they did, the shears would attack the people. One man had his finger chopped off. Another man nearly lost an eye. Another his nose. Unable to help old Jasper, most of them fled, fearing for their own safety. Many police officers had now gathered, and officials from the town, and all they could do was watch. What shall we do? By this time, Jasper is literally flying from tree to tree and house to house, and the magical shears are now cutting not just branches. They're flying into people's windows, breaking the windows. They're flying up to telephone lines and power lines and cutting them, causing sparks and fires. The police finally decide, after hours of helplessly watching, that they had no choice. The chief of police gave the order, and the policemen drew their guns. They would have to shoot him down. "Try not to kill old Jasper," he said. "But this must end." But the neighbors argued, "It's not Jasper. It's the crazy Mad Shears who have come to life." "I don't know what else to do," said the chief of police. All of the police were tense. They were gripped in fear at this spectacle they were seeing. They had their guns drawn, and as you might guess, a young officer, trembling, unintentionally, fired his weapon. It went right through Jasper's heart. But the shears would not let him fall. The shears continued to fly and to swoop in arcs and circles, chopping tree limbs and power lines and flying haphazardly through the air, while old Jasper hung limp, dead beneath them, his lifeless body swaying with the Mad Shears every move. Everyone receded back into their houses, with nothing left to do but maintain the safety of themselves and their families, and try against the odds to stay sane. The Mad Shears held the neighborhood in a grip of dull terror. When night turned into day, and the neighbors bravely ventured out onto the street, all was quiet. It was a dark, cold morning, November 1st. A light snow had dusted the street. Limbs and branches, large and small, littered the street. Fallen telephone lines lay in the snow. The Mad Shears and Jasper nowhere to be seen. The neighbors and the authorities cleaned up the neighborhood as best they could and wondered in disbelief whatever could have happened to Jasper. And as the sun began to set on the early evening of that first day of November, a small boy discovered the shears. On the side of Jasper's house, behind some deep shrubs, he discovered the shears, closed tightly, and both thick blades sunk deeply into Jasper's heart. And from that day since, through these many years, people in the neighborhood have seen Jasper for fleeting moments, suspended over the lamppost, clinging lifelessly to the Mad Shears.
A patch of silent clover. A patch of silent clover encircled by mystery. Unknown flyers and those who would consume them. Squirrels, rabbits, and the telltale divots of last night's dinner guest. Take me with you where you will go. Give me sustenance, relief from woe. My portal, my home.
Hello?
Hello.
What can I do you for?
Well, you can get out. This is my land now.
Excuse me?
I say this is my land now.
The house too?
Yeah, sure, the house as well.
Well, you can't just put me out and live here and call it your own.
Well, I'm doing it.
Look, I've lived here all my life. My parents, my grandparents, as long as anyone can remember. From the beginning of time, as far as anybody knows.
Well, there you are. It's mine now.
By whose authority?
What?
By whose authority?
By my own authority. If you don't get out, I'll just have to kill you.
Hey, I've got a family, a wife, young kids.
I'll kill them too. I don't care.
I'll fight you.
You'll lose.
I suppose you're right about that.
So...
Let me get a few of my things.
No, just what you got on your back. I'll have the rest.
Well, I got a pot of chicken soup on the stove over there.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
Just keep it on low.
All right.
This is really quite a disappointment.
Off you go. This is quite nice. Soup isn't bad. Ooh, an old-fashioned pepper grinder. Delightful. Yes?
Out you go.
What? I just got here. Who are you?
I'm the king.
The king of what?
I'm just the king, that's all. And this land is mine.
Who says?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
You can't just say it's yours.
Yes, I can. I'm the king.
The king of what?
I'm just the king, and as such, I have divine right.
Divine right?
God says, get out.
How did God get into this?
Look, clear off, or my men will kill you. It's as simple as that. Men, stand ready.
I'll fight them.
You'll lose.
I suppose you're right.
There we go. All right, then. Do I smell chicken? Needs pepper. Who dares to knock at the king's door? It's the people. The who? The people. We coming to put you out. You must have me confused with something. Hey, okay, fellas, we're good. Yay! Drag him out of here. Leonard, come in here. Did the council draw up the papers?
Oh, yeah. This land is ours, right and proper.
That's nice.
You got this one. I got the one next door. Then Bob and Cindy are next to me. And Phil and Patty, they're across the street.
That's nice.
All right, you two. You and all the neighbors, out you go. We're taking this hill.
What are you talking about here? What are you?
This is war, man. Don't you read the papers? Out, all of us. Are you deaf, soldier?
Look, I've got legal papers for this property, see?
You want a whole battalion up your ass?
All right, we're leaving.
Leave the papers here.
General, open this door.
Mr. President.
Fine job, General.
Thank you, sir.
You and your men are a credit to your, is that chicken soup I smell?
Yes, sir. I think so.
So it is. Looks good, too. Could use some salt and pepper, though. General, you and your men, go get me some salt.
Salt, sir?
Yes, General, salt. Whatever it takes. Bear any cost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And while you're out, find some more land. We're expanding the nation.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget to protect the land we've already taken.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, sir.
General.
Yes, sir.
The papers?
The papers, sir?
The papers, man. The papers in your hand.
Oh, of course, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
I run a clean administration. Let's not let anyone accuse us of not doing things legally and by the book.
Yes, sir. Here are the papers.
Very, very good. Well, I'll have to make quite a few changes to these documents to reflect modern necessities, conditions of the new parameters, etc. I wonder if they've got anything to drink around here. Yes?
Mr. President, have I got a deal for you?
I'm listening.
You give me this house and all the land surrounding it, and I'll build factories and businesses and banks and housing developments and retail districts while you won't recognize the place.
Well, the people do need those things.
Sure they do.
Well, now, wait a minute now. What do I get out of this?
Why, taxes, of course. Loads and loads of taxes.
Think of it. The economy will boom. I'm sure to be reelected.
Sure. The voters will love you.
Yes. Love.
So it's a deal?
It's a deal.
Great.
Here are the papers. The land is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. You won't regret it.
You'll notice my government has made quite a few changes.
Changes, sir?
The papers, the deed, the bill of sale, permits, the impact statements, property rights, water rights, mineral rights, inspections, etc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All part of doing business. I don't like it, but as long as you and I are simpatico, I won't make a fuss.
All right, then. I'll be on my way.
Goodbye, Mr. President.
If my general comes back with the salt, well, just sprinkle a little bit in that soup there, and, you can send him on his way. He has his orders.
Yes, sir.
Unless, of course, there's anything he could do for you. He's completely at your disposal.
Well, that's very kind of you, sir. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you, Mr. President. Yeah, we'll have to knock down a few walls here, maybe gut the whole place. You know, this does need a little salt and pepper. These cupboards have got to go for sure. Ooh, wine. Come in. Oh, hi, boss. How's everything down at the bank?
Fine. Everything in order here?
Yes, the president was very cooperative.
Good, good. Well, you can be on your way.
You're the boss.
Are all the papers in order?
Oh, yes. Right there on the counter.
Where?
Right there next to the soup.
Oh, yes. Go on.
Well, I'll just be on my way then.
Here, I'll put this for sale sign on the front door as you leave.
Sure thing, boss. Hi, I saw the sign outside. This house is for sale then?
Why, yes, it is. Have you collateral?
Well, I just got a good job at the factory down the road there.
Well, now, I'm afraid that won't be enough to qualify.
My wife also got a full-time job.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Of course, yes.
Of course, the kids will have to go into full-time daycare now, but hey, that's just the way things are.
Just the way they are.
Not like any of us can control that, right?
That's right.
So here's the down payment.
And here are the papers, my good boy. You are now a proud property owner.
Thanks. Gosh, thanks very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, who the heck put all this pepper in my soup?
The time has come to find delight. The time has come to find delight. If only you will try to let your dreams and love take flight as you wave a fond goodbye. Travel with them where they may, let not your plans defer. Look them in the eye and say, I bow to you, good sir. Then, when fear begins to howl, stand your ground, my friend. The cruelest beast of tooth and jowl will not yet be your end. For you have come so far as this to reach what you deserve. Give a finger. Find your bliss. If you think you've got the nerve. This episode of Charles Bursell Presents is available right now wherever you find your podcasts. Or go to the website charlesbursell.com for the full archive and all the other series in the podcast family. Follow, comment, and contact me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks to our flagship station, River West Radio, riverwestradio.com. Theme music composed and performed by Peter Donalds. From the New Arts and Media Studios in Milwaukee, I'm Charles Bursell.